Okay, just had a couple of things on my mind. Welcome to my on the broadcast, coming live from the little cocoon on the back of the truck. So, I was looking for RV campground privacy fences. They do have these little privacy fences for RV parks. Camping World, Camping World has it. It says wall up, capital WALL, capital UP. All one word, wall up. Portable privacy wall. $56.91. It's a 3 panel, just like a small privacy fence thing. You can get a couple of those and string those together. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you? Good Michigan lady. How are you? Sandy Linderthal. Good to see you too. Good to see all of you. I'm just thinking of the concept of, you know, it's something someone said when they were walking down the street, that people sometimes try to exercise domination and authority over you on the street. People try to exercise domination and authority over a person on the street. You know, when they don't have authority. They don't have authority over you. They want to try to exercise domination and authority over a person on the street, and they don't have authority, but they want to try to exercise it. But, try to exercise the domination and authority over a person on the street. You can't let a person do that to you. Mm-hmm. You can't let people exercise domination and authority over you on the street or anywhere else. I mean, if you play along with someone's non-existent authority, you know, if you're playing along with someone's non-existent authority, you're letting someone bully you. And you don't have to submit to the bullies. You don't have to submit to the bullies. You don't have to submit to someone's non-existent, you know, non-existent authority over you in life. You don't have to do that. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to submit to someone's non-existent authority. Nobody has authority over you. And that's what matters. You just do what you want to do. Don't let people push you around and try to have authority over you. Because people, bullies, will try to have authority over you. As neighbors, you don't have to agree. You have to realize you have the ultimate authority, the ultimate decision as to what goes on. You have the ultimate decision, the ultimate authority. You have the ultimate decision, the ultimate authority of what goes on. You have the ultimate decision, the ultimate authority in your life, you know. I'll be right back. You have the ultimate decision, the ultimate authority. Ultimately, you have authority in your life, you know. I'm going to pump up my tire to go to Wayne's this evening. What I'm seeing is people want to exercise their non-existent authority over you, but, you know, it's non-existent because, you know, all men are created equal. The Constitution says that all men are created equal. So we got have as many rights as anybody else. And that's what counts, is realize that you have as many rights as anybody else does. People want to try to exercise non-existent authority over you. And you don't have to let people do that. You don't have to let people exercise non-existent authority. You don't have to let people do that. You don't have to let people exercise their non-existent authority. I'm going to Wayne's this evening. Another edition of Wayne's Wonderland. Just realizing that other people don't have authority over you. You have, people don't have the right to exercise non-existent authority over you. All men are created equal. All people have rights. You just got to be a little more aggressive, And, people that walk down the streets and people that decide to be out in the world and run their cameras and stuff, they decided not to back down. I admire people who decide not to back down. People that have decided not to be wishy-washy, decided not to back down. They're going to show quality content walking down the street or being out somewhere. They're going to show quality content. They're not going to let themselves gradually back down over time. They're not going to gradually back down over time. They're going to be firm. They're going to keep their mind on their plans to do what's important to them and to not back down and change their mind. They're going to keep their mind made up, and I'm wishy-washy. I tend to be really wishy-washy, and I just need to focus on doing what I want to do and not backing down. Things like that. And that's what's important to me. Is that just focusing on doing what I want to do, not letting people make me back down. It's what's important. So that's what's important to me, is not letting people cause me to back down and forcing me to change my mind and stuff like that. Deciding to do what I want to do. Focus on doing what I want to do and not letting people make me back down on stuff and change my mind. I'm a very wishy-washy person, I admit it. Hello, Leah. Sugar Britches Sampson. Hello, Jeffrey. Anne Marie Davis. Good to see you, Jeffrey Lebowski. Leah Sugar Britches Sampson. Hello, Joni. You're having a beautiful day. Good to see you again, Anne Marie. Michigan Lady. Good to see you. I mean, I have a serious problem. I'm a little nervous, but I just don't want... Yeah, people can be unkind, but also I don't want to let people cause me to back down on what's important to me. And to cause me to change my mind. I'm just really wishy-washy when I have problems, That's what's important, is that I tend to be very wishy-washy. Wishy-washy is what I tend to be. Very wishy-washy. And I admit it. I'm a very wishy-washy person. Everybody that telephone people aggravate the system. Hello? Yes, I am. I tend to let people back me down, You have to stay strong in your convictions. Yeah. God bless. Hello again. Yeah, but, you know, I just admire people who decide, I admire people they're going to do what they want to do, and they're not going to let other people cause them to, um, you know, back down and to gradually become wishy-washy. And you can let people, um, you know, exercise their non-existent authority over you. And so, you know, I like to watch, part of the reason I like to watch Rosie O'Kelly is because she is the person. She may have been through things when she went to Vegas, and she may have had the guy that knocked the camera out of her hand and had instant karma after. But, you know, when those situations went on the streets and things, she might have her plans a little bit. She had her friends to shoot with her, but basically, with all of her plans in her life, she's never really backed down or changed her mind. Um, you know, you may back down on a fight if somebody threatens you on the streets at night, and you just say, okay, okay, and moved away so they won't break your camera. But in the end, if some big black guy was to knock your camera in your hand, you wouldn't say a lot back to him. You want to get away from him. But ultimately, your decision to stand up for yourself and do what you want to do is important for you to focus on doing what you want to do and not let your plans change because you're feel intimidated that walking down the street someone could kick your butt. You know, you're not going to change your mind ultimately about plans. Your plans are not going to change. Ultimately, you're standing strong. And I'm just a person who tends to, when things go on, I just tend to be the kind of person who backs down. I'm the person who wants to be wishy-washy. You know, I don't want to be wishy-washy anymore. Yeah, I think so, Leah Sampson. Leah Sampson, you're absolutely right. I think if you're aware of that, that's the first step in changing. Just not to. And I've had a lot of problems. I've got problems with my neighbors on the Redneck Rancho, but it's important for me to stand up for myself to my neighbors and not let them bully me. It's important for me to stand up for myself, what I want to do, and not let people, you know, cause me to back down and be bullied. It's important for me to stand up for myself. I know it's a process. I know it's a process of taking time and to do what I want to do. Just not let people cause me to change my mind and to become different than I am. They want to make this into the Redneck Rancho. Make this into the Redneck Rancho as long as I live with my mom. That's what's important to me. Make it my place to be doing what I want to do and stuff like that. But I too tend to be wishy-washy. I do tend to be the person who is wishy-washy that lets people cause me to back down and stuff like that. It's important that I not do that. And it's a good thing about this cab over is that you know, you can put a privacy blind or a tarp around this cab over, and then you can sit underneath it, just like it's a porch. See? But yeah. I'm just realizing, you know, you can call the police. Just call the police. You call the police if you need to call the police, you know. I know some people don't like calling the police, but you know, some people don't like calling the police, but sometimes you have to call the police and start getting working toward my kitchen stadiums, you know, getting working toward my kitchen stadiums and stuff like that. Kitchen stadiums, outdoor events, and having a little bit of privacy and stuff like that. And I put this fence up, this privacy fencing. I got it all out of the garbage, and so I'm glad it was thrown out on the side of the road, and I'm glad I was able to get it. Yeah, that's what's important to me. It's just to be firm, not be wishy-washy. Just do what I want to do. I'm tired of being wishy-washy all the time. It's not my problem if people don't like me. I have to live my life to do what I want to do. I'm just tired of being wishy-washy. So if somebody like that can give me pointers, if somebody like that could give me pointers, somebody that... Michaela Murphy, my mom's not being mean to me, Michaela Murphy. My mom is... This is not about my mom. My mom, this is about people out in the world. Is what this is about. This is about neighbors and co-workers, people in the streets. Is what this is about. Yeah, we would. I just need... I need people to... I need people, that I can, that can help me. Help me to be able to be more the way I want to be. Help me to be more the way I want to be. Help me to be more the way I want to be, and not to be the person who, who's so much of a wimp, I'm tired of being a wimp. I'm tired of being a wimp. I want to stand up for what's important to me in life. I may want to be reclusive and be kind of a hermit a little sometimes, but I don't want to use that as an opportunity to become wishy-washy and pass authority over me. I don't have to let people exercise their non-existent authority over me. That's the main point, is that. Civil but firm, nice having people on your side. It's tough standing alone. You're right, Laura Lee. It's hard standing on your own. So mean these days. It's crazy out there. But doable, LOL. Yeah, that's true. Let me see if I can tune this guitar up a little bit. The guitar, growing up, I was always the kid that would just do everything everybody else said to do. I let people have non-existent authority over me. But, people don't have authority over you just because they're able to beat you up. You have the right to stand up for yourself. Maybe it takes someone going to the hospital, get beat up and put in the hospital to realize that we have a problem in society. Me Too, the Me Too movement, okay. Me too, I've been through things too. Me too. Maybe it takes some serious problems to realize there's a problem and do something about it, in life. We have serious problems. We got run over by people because we were raised that way. Same way, same Joni, same Joni. We got run over by people because we were raised that way. We were raised to be nice and let people run us over, I guess. We were raised to let people run us over and be nice to people. But you were young then. You're not the same person anymore. You're right, Leah Sampson. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm a different person. People change. Good to see everybody in here today. So if anybody sees this that can give me advice, too, I appreciate it. That can give me advice. No, I can't play You're My Sunshine. Young man, that's true. You're right, Emery. It is true. I can't play very much stuff from other people. Yoo-hoo, hey there, yeah. I can't play anybody else's music really. I'm just figuring out the chords and the keys. I'm just figuring out the chords. This is the A chord. This is the A chord. I'm just figuring out the chords right now. And getting my fingers on the chords. It's a stretch for my short fingers. I got short fingers. Yeah. I guess in your life to stand up for what you believe in and live your life and not be back down and not be wishy-washy because of people that want to intimidate you in life. You have to not, you have to realize you have the ultimate authority, the final word on what goes on. What you decide to do, you have the final authority on what to do. You know, you have the final authority on what you do. You just have to have pepper spray. When people try to threaten you, you have the right to have, pepper spray or to defend yourself. I've just, I've always not believed that I had the right to defend myself, but I have to realize that I have the right to defend myself. You have obstacles most of us don't have. Well, I'm not. Hello, Tasha Teeling. You'd think so. I guess I do have obstacles that people don't have, but to be able to, well, some obstacles I don't want to let, I think that what I need to do is just to do things my own way. Be happy. Okay, I'm just going to practice on these chords now. I don't think I'm that bad off, Michaela Murphy. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't want anybody to think that I have Down syndrome or that I'm mentally retarded. I'm not mentally retarded. I mean, I may have something wrong with one of my eyes, but, I'm not deformed. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't think it's that way about Michaela Murphy. I don't think it's that way. I don't think I'm any worse off than anybody else. And I may be small, physically small, but, you know, some people may look at my facial features and think that I may be. Well, yeah, but that's not what I am. I'm not like that. There's nothing wrong with me. Some people may have looked at me with my facial features, with maybe the Asian influence of my face, maybe an Asian influence, and think that I have Down syndrome, but I don't have Down syndrome. I'm not autistic, you know. I don't have Down syndrome. I'm not autistic. There's nothing wrong with me mentally. I have anxiety. Yeah, I do have anxiety, but that's all I have. I'm not inbred. I have anxiety, but I don't have Down syndrome. I'm not autistic. I don't have Down syndrome. I have an IQ of 103. My IQ's over 100. I've had my IQ tested. And when I went to college, I had my IQ tested. My IQ's over 100. And I don't have Down syndrome. I'm not mentally handicapped. I just have anxiety and stuff like that. Just emotional hang-ups and anxiety. People may think things, that's their mistake that they think that, but I know they don't mean to think it. They may not be able to help thinking it, but you just have to tell them. If somebody accidentally mistakes you for a Down syndrome person or with facial features that are more like Asian, they call those people Mongoloids because they look like Mongolians. They look like Asian people. Um, they look like Asian people. Hello. I'm back. Laura Sampson, Leah Sampson, I put you in timeout on accident. I accidentally put you in timeout. I'm so sorry. I've been timeout, Leah Sampson. I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, I'm sorry, Leah Sampson. That was an accident. Leah Sampson, I'll make you a mod. Hold on. And also being transgender, I guess, is an obstacle that other people don't have. Tasha. And also being transgender, I guess. Yeah. Just keeping it real. Red Fox, good to see you. Keeping it real. Red Fox, she repeats everything. She says at least 3 times or more times. I guess maybe Red Fox I mean, we have the right to your opinion, Red Fox. I mean, oh, Michaela, woman. Leah Sugar Leah Sugar Britches Sampson, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Statistic 2. When you find yourself in a situation that you need to stand up for yourself, you have to remember that you were not the little girl who had to push her around. That's true. Okay. But also OCD. Maybe I do have a little autism. I don't have any autism, Red Fox, that I know of. Well, I appreciate you being honest, Red Fox. I appreciate your honesty. There's nothing wrong with being honest. You know what I'm saying, Red Fox? There's nothing wrong with it. Let me tell you a secret. We're all different in our own way. Each of us is unique. Smile perfectly beautifully. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. Jeffrey Lebowski, how are you doing? Good to see you in the house. Leah is chill. She won't be mad. Scare me. Michaela Murphy, I understand what you mean now. Oh yeah, Red Fox. Maybe it's just that maybe I don't think people are listening. Maybe that's just the point of it. I don't think people are actually listening to me. maybe people are listening to me, but maybe I just don't realize they're listening. Maybe I don't think people are listening to me. People are sometimes that are pretty well, you know, pretty well, I guess pretty well blunt, sometimes is a good thing for people to be blunt. Not trying to be cruel, but just being blunt with their opinion. But sometimes, yeah, I guess the professionals do get it wrong, Tasha, sometimes. That's one good thing about van life. I mean, if you haven't lived in an apartment or lived in close proximity to other people for a long time, you can easily get the idea that van life is the most horrible life there is, and it may be difficult. But if you live in an apartment, think about Milton John. Milton John was living in that apartment, and those Puerto Rican neighbors that were down below, down on the floor below, and they three of them came up to Milton John's door, and they were ready to fight Milton John over it, over pounding on the floor. I mean, you have loud music, and you go in your room and you lay in your room and you can't think, you can't chill out, you can't do anything. I mean, it's gonna be hard if you're stuck with those people 24 hours a day. And if somebody is threatened you, if somebody is actually threatened you, there's a neighbor, somebody who is a neighbor that's actually threatened you, it's going to be traumatic for you to look at those people. You know, if you're traumatic, it's going to be East Coast. Thank you for joining my channel. I very appreciate it. Woo, East Coast. But hey, you're good. Just stay nice and be you. Hey, chat. Who triggered RV last night? Hey, chat. Who triggered RV last night? RV Davy? Did somebody trigger RV Davy, or who got triggered? East Coast. East Coast. Who got triggered last night? Was it RV Davy or someone else that got triggered last night? He went off. I missed it live. Who went off? Was it RV Davy? My diagnosis is wrong. One person got it right, but never saw me. Lucky guess. Well, Tasha Teeling, whatever your diagnosis is, it doesn't matter. What is normal anyway? Exactly. Joni just needs to realize she has issues and work toward correcting them and improving her life if that's what she wants. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing. I understand, Red Fox. I understand. So they came in numbers like cowards do. Yeah, they come in numbers is bad. They come in numbers. Oh, was it RV Davy? Oh boy, Joni, RV went sideways. You talking about RV Davy or what? I watched Jeff. Oh my God, he's shot. Are you talking about RV Davy? Tasha, for example, will die from lung cancer, liver failure, but that's her choice. I understand, yeah. But the point is that, yeah, he's incapable of anything, not just physically. Don't know how he's made it. Oh, you're talking about him, though. I understand, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's no one's... I know what it is. Doesn't really matter. Well, my dad had paranoid schizophrenia. So I grew up with, being around people with mental problems because my dad had paranoid schizophrenia. But that's probably the one good thing about the van life is that you're not stuck with people. I mean, but the people, I just, somebody's traumatized you, just like the guy at the hey there, Barrel English, how are you? Oh yes. But that's one good thing. Yeah, you're out of jail, Leah Sampson. You're out there. I'm gonna have to pay attention to the channel, what I'm doing on here. So anyway, it's just I just don't want to be cooped up with people that I've been into it with and had problems with. I don't want to be cooped up with them. Cooped up with them. Be stuck with those people. Nobody ever sees you with a cig in your hand. Yeah. Well, yeah, anyway, you guys. Yeah, so, Red is mad at the world. Well, so, yeah, let me look up RV Davy. If that's who it was. But, yeah. Hold on, I'm going to listen to this just a second, guys. Yeah, there's something wrong. Speckled pup. If you want early gray, that's on you. Hey, sweet Jesse Scott. Um, yeah. Sorry, guys. I did it. Choice, what an illusion and misnomer at times. People are free to make their own choices. Just don't piss and moan about the life you have. That's your choice of things you do. How's your camper coming along? Oh, pretty good. It's coming along pretty good. I've done all I'm going to do to it right now with the first phase of the. Okay, you're being too negative, Red Fox, okay? You're being too negative. Put you in timeout. You know, all your comments are mean comments about Tasha Teeling. Quit attacking Tasha. Leave Tasha alone. No, I haven't finished the painting, Jeffrey. No, I haven't finished it. I just need to finish it. The painting inside. Oh, yeah, I finished the painting inside. Yeah. There's the painting on the inside. You can see how it looks. It's kind of a light color. It's ignorant criticism. You've shown that early on doesn't matter to me. I went ahead and gave him a timeout, and if he doesn't stop, I'll put him out of here, okay, Tasha Teeling? I don't want him dissing anybody. Looks so nice, so thank you. Red Fox has plenty to criticize. Well, anyway, look, see, that's it. Yeah, I think it has better contrast. It looks better. When I originally painted the dark color, I didn't have the ceiling the way it was. And I guess I'll do this wall, but the way this looks here, what I'm going to do is I don't like too much white. I like a little color. These upper cabinets over here, I'm going to do them white as well. I'm going to do them with the white color. Constructive criticism is one thing. Hatefully attacking people is uncalled for. You're right. And I think I have a lot of contrast up in here too. You see the ceiling? Ceiling is painted a dark color. But you see, I've made a hanging closet in there too. So you can hang stuff in your bathroom. I can hang stuff up in here. Oh, if I want to listen to my tapes, you know, I got my tape player in here too. I went ahead and put my shelf, my temporary shelf in, my removable shelf up. So you can see there. It's hard to hang on that hook thing anyway. It's hard to do. just put bedding and stuff in there, and books and magazines down in there. Food and stuff in here in this pantry. Oh, thank you, thank you. It is nice outside. I need a wide angle camera. I need a camera. In these upper cabinets, I'm going to put clothes and stuff in there. And when I get a job and get some money, I'm going to change out these light fixtures. I'm going to change out all the light fixtures in the camper. All of them to more stylish light fixtures. And get another refrigerator. I'd like to have one that's just a 12 volt. Let's see. Reddit didn't say I used a bash toss. I can handle it, but shouldn't have to. I'll go ahead and get rid of Red Fox. Okay. Yeah, Red Fox is just here to bash people. Hide user on channel. Red Fox is gone. Okay. His comments are gone because it's not necessary to let people bash people in here. Because I gave him a chance, you know. I gave him a chance, you know. I gave him a chance to screws and nails get stored in coffee cans. So that's a good thing to store stuff in the coffee cans. Yeah. And so, yeah. So here we go with that telephone. Here we go with it. Hello again. Yeah, Red Fox is gone. Okay. I was more than nice to Red Fox on there. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of Wayne's Wonderland tonight. I didn't care what he said. Low level, uneducated ignorance. So go ahead. Lil L, does Wayne troll? No, Wayne doesn't troll. He doesn't even get on YouTube. Wayne doesn't get on YouTube. I'm gonna let you guys go. Stay tuned later for a little bit of Wayne's Wonderland. There's my new cooking set, okay, that my mom got for me. It's my new cooking set my mom bought me. Kind of like an early Christmas present. So a little nice in here. I mean, call. He calls quite a bit. That was Mom. Bye, everyone. I'll see you guys later.